and welcome back to my kitchen. In today's video, I'm going to teach you what is probably the most iconic beef stew of all time. Beef Bourguignon, the French beef stew braised in red wine. You are gonna love it. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you get notifications every time I post a recipe. And make sure to click that little bell icon. Let's do it! First of all, cut your beef chuck into 2-inch chunks and try to remove fats and connective tissues as much as possible. Heat the oil in a large pot along with some salt. Add a few pieces of beef chunks and sear them for about 3 minutes. Use a tongue to turn them on other sides. We are looking for a brown crust, and what is happening now is called Maillard reaction that elevates the taste and aroma of the meat. Make sure to add a few pieces of meat each time and do not overcrowd the pot. Bring down the heat, add tomato paste and cook it for about 2 minutes. Add red wine into tomato paste and bring it into a boil. Meanwhile, take care of your bouquet garni, which in this case would be thyme, rosemary, oregano, and garlic. For the onions, cut a little bit of both ends off, cut them in half and keep the skin on. Now it's the time to add the bouquet garni and onions into the pot. Let it boil for a good 5 minutes. Meantime, add flour into the meat and toss them well together. Add the meats into the pot along with veal stock and let it simmer for 2 hours. Now you have plenty of time to prepare all the vegetables. First, peel and slice the carrots and set them aside. Cut the mushrooms into 4 pieces and set them aside. To prepare the potatoes, we're gonna boil them first. So add them in a saucepan, fill it up with cold water, add some salt and let them boil for about 20 minutes. Cut the bacons into small pieces and set them aside. Drain the potatoes when they are cooked and let them cool completely. Meanwhile, peel the onions and boil them for about 5 minutes. Sauté the bacons for about 5 minutes until they are brown and crispy. Remove the bacons, add onions in the same pan, sauté them for a few minutes over high heat. Remove the onions and add mushrooms in the same pan. We're gonna do the same as we did with bacons and onion. Sauté the mushrooms over high heat for a few minutes and season it with black pepper and some salt. Return the onions and the bacon into the pan and set it aside. After 1.5 hours, remove the onions from the stew. It's the time to cook the carrots. It takes about 20 minutes. Add mushrooms, onions, and the bacons into the stew and let it cook for another 10 minutes. Meanwhile, cut the potatoes in half lengthwise and set them aside. In a large skillet over high heat, heat some oil, add some salt in it, add your potatoes, cook them until they are golden and crusty underneath. It takes about 5 minutes. Sprinkle with minced garlic and fresh chopped rosemary. Mix them together for a minute or so and you're done. They're ready.
To caramelize the carrots, add them in a lightly oiled skillet. Add veal stock and some fresh herb in it. Let it cook over high heat for about 10 minutes.